This morning, Hollywood is saying so long and farewell to legendary actor Christopher Plummer.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking at 10 movie stars you didn't know were dead.
People.com reports Richardson suffered a head injury during a skiing accident yesterday at a Canadian ski resort.
For this list, we'll be looking at prolific Hollywood actors whose deaths may have gone largely unnoticed by the general public. Which of these big screen thespians did you know was deceased? Let us know in the comments. Ian Holm. English actor Ian Holm began his decades-long career on stage, winning a Tony Award in 1967 for The Homecoming.
Why don't you shut up, you daft prat?
He soon transitioned into television and film and quickly gained recognition for his roles in classics such as Alien and Chariots of Fire. The latter earned him a BAFTA award and Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
If I could see the big prize hung in there, believe me, I won't waste any time.
In 2001, he was cast as Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That same year, he was also diagnosed with prostate cancer, which he was able to get treated for. He returned as Baggins for the Hobbit trilogy in his last on-screen appearance.
We don't want any more visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations.
And what about very old friends?
After battling with Parkinson's disease for a number of years, Holm passed away in a London hospital on June 19, 2020. Chris Penn. Born into a family with a flair for the arts, Chris Penn started out as a child actor before landing significant roles in films like Footloose and Pale Rider.
What the hell happened?
He was also a frequent collaborator of Quentin Tarantino, having appeared in Reservoir Dogs and the Tarantino-written True Romance.
You know what he'll do? He'll wear wire.
He'll wear wire.
He'll wear wire. We talked to him.
Penn may not have been as recognized as his Oscar-winning brother Sean, but he was praised by critics for seamlessly blending into different characters throughout his career. Penn's life came to an abrupt end on January 24, 2006, when he was found dead in his own apartment at the age of 40. It was later determined that an enlarged heart and harmful mixture of medications possibly contributed to the actor's death.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Gordon?
Natasha Richardson. You may recognize Richardson as the wealthy socialite mother of Lindsay Lohan's twin duo on The Parent Trap.
I can't believe it's you. And I can't believe it's you. And with short hair.
A member of the Redgrave acting dynasty, Natasha Richardson enjoyed years of success as an actress on the screen, as well as the stage.
Fantastic. And how much will that be?
Richardson, who was married to Hollywood action star Liam Neeson, met a tragic end after a skiing accident in 2009. While taking beginner lessons at a resort in Quebec, Canada, the Made in Manhattan actress suffered a head injury after she tumbled and fell in the snow. She died 2 years later in a New York hospital at the age of 45.
Her husband, who was working in Toronto, has reportedly left to be by his wife's side.
John Cazale. Widely regarded as one of Hollywood's foremost character actors, John Cazale first began his career working in theater. He made his feature film debut in Francis Ford Coppola's acclaimed crime epic The Godfather.
Chant down. It means 100 years.
All 5 of the feature films he appeared in during his career were nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. In 1977, he was diagnosed with lung cancer, but braved the disease to finish filming his parts in The Deer Hunter.
There's no sense in getting too relaxed, buddy.
During this time, Cazale was in a romantic relationship with actress Meryl Streep, who stayed by his side as he battled the illness. He passed away on March 13, 1978, several months before the release of the Academy Award-winning film. Michael Jeter. The Tennessee-born Michael Jeter was known for playing shrimpy and eccentric characters, both in television and film. Jeter started out as a stage actor and won a Tony Award in 1990 for his role as Otto Kringlein in the Broadway musical Grand Hotel.
We'll take a glass together.
2 years later, he picked up an Emmy for his supporting performance in the CBS sitcom Evening Shade. Jeter had multiple film roles throughout the 80s and 90s, most notably in The Fisher King, Sister Act 2, and as a mouse-loving death row inmate in The Green Mile.
If I should ever die, ever done.
That's some smart mouse deal.
He also appeared as dinosaur hunter Udesky in Jurassic Park 3. In 2003, Jeter passed away in his Hollywood Hills home at the age of 50 after suffering an epileptic seizure.
We search for your son in the direction that they're going.
Harold Ramis. After years working as a writer and performer on the Canadian sketch show Second City Television, Harold Ramis found fame starring in 1984's Ghostbusters. The comedy legend also co-wrote the film and its sequel, in which he appeared as the bespectacled Egon Spengler.
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
His undeniable talent as an actor was only rivaled by his skills behind the camera, having directed such comedies as National Lampoon's Vacation and Groundhog Day. In 2010, Ramis had to relearn how to walk after contracting an infection that led to a condition known as autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis. He battled with the disease for several years before succumbing to it on February 24, 2014.
May he now get the answers he was always seeking.
Can't believe we're doing this.
Heather O'Rourke. Child star Heather O'Rourke broke into the Hollywood scene at the tender age of 6 with her role in 1982's Poltergeist. O'Rourke played Carol Ann Freeling, a young girl who communicates with a spirit through a television screen.
They're here.
She reprised the iconic role in the film's 2 sequels, Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, and Poltergeist 3. Her performance in the franchise propelled her to international fame and set her up for a very promising career.
Mom, I'm gonna be a ballerina.
However, tragedy struck on February 1st, 1988, when O'Rourke suffered a cardiac arrest and had to undergo emergency surgery to repair a sudden intestinal obstruction. Following the surgery, the award-winning actress suffered another cardiac arrest and sadly passed away at age 12.
Pat and Bruce and Don are real nice, but I miss my mom and dad, and even my brother.
Richard Attenborough. Academy Award-winning director and actor Richard Attenborough lived a full life until his passing in 2014 at the age of 90. The veteran performer was classically trained, having studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where he later served as president. Attenborough was well known for his acclaimed performances in films such as Brighton Rock and The Great Escape.
That's what else could be expected.
Later in his career, he starred as the wealthy park owner John Hammond in Jurassic Park.
In 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies.
Attenborough's turn as a director also garnered him praise, with his 1982 biopic Gandhi winning a whopping 8 Academy Awards. After a long-time battle with heart problems, Attenborough died at a nursing home he was living in with his wife.
But it proved fitting for a man who will always be remembered not just for his talent, but for his warmth and humanity.
Christopher Plummer. Like many other veteran performers, widely celebrated actor Christopher Plummer got his professional start on stage. Although he starred in a gazillion movies throughout his decades-long career, the Canadian icon is arguably best known for playing George Von Trapp in The Sound of Music.
And these are my children.
In 2012, he won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in Beginners. At age 82, this made him the oldest acting Academy Award winner at the time.
God, I hope I wasn't like that.
Some may not have noticed Plummer's absence yet, because he kept working right until he died in 2021. The All the Money in the World star passed away peacefully in his Connecticut home at the age of 91.
There's no doubt his work will continue to inspire and entertain us for years to come.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Michael Clarke Duncan. After working as a bodyguard for multiple celebrities, Michael Clarke Duncan got his big break as John Coffey in The Green Mile.
Do you leave the light on after bedtime?
The role earned him an Oscar nomination and made him a certified Hollywood star. Due to his imposing stature and deep voice, Duncan was the go-to guy for action movies, starring in flicks like The Scorpion King and Sin City.
Nothing can stop this.
Nevertheless, he refused to be typecast, also appearing in comedy and drama films, and even taking on voice roles. In July of 2012, Duncan suffered a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital. He battled with complications related to the incident for 2 months, and sadly passed away from respiratory failure on September 3rd.
He was magic. He was a big love of man, and his passing leaves us stunned.